I'm Jewish and my boyfriend is Christian. We're struggling now with how to celebrate the holidays in a way that's meaningful for both of us. He really wants to have a Christmas tree this year, and I'm not comfortable with that. How should we handle this?
And dealing with love and relationships during the holidays, Dr. Rose is here answering your questions.
Serving all of San Diego, this is your Fox 5 News.
All right, Raul, thank you. I'm in a terrible chair. Sorry. Okay. All right, I'm going to put my foot down and brace myself so I don't twirl around. Love can get really, really tricky around the holidays. And here to help us navigate and go through some viewer questions that people sent in, we have Dr. Rose Hartzell, sex therapist at San Diego Sexual Medicine, Alvarado Hospital. Thank you for being here.
Thanks
as
for
always.
having me.
All right, let's go ahead and get to our first viewer clip.
I'm Jewish and my boyfriend is Christian. We're struggling now with how to celebrate the holidays in a way that's meaningful for both of us. He really wants to have a Christmas tree this year, and I'm not comfortable with that. How should we handle this?
Okay, what do you think?
Religion is one of the big 5 conflicts that a lot of couples have, and especially during the holidays, this can be an issue. My question to this person is, what about the Christmas tree is bothering her? So one thing that maybe she can do with her partner is sit down and talk about their religions and what's meaningful to both of them.
Okay.
So for instance, the Christmas tree may be something that is less something of a religious symbol for him, but more of memories that he had around celebrating gifts with his family. So perhaps they could find a way for them to respect each other's religions and coexist. So perhaps maybe put a menorah and create their own traditions
next
as
to
well.
the Christmas tree or something like that.
Find a way, what's meaningful, explain to each other why things are meaningful to them.
Sure, because once you've heard the explanation, a lot of times you're a lot more understanding and you're like,
right.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
And couples don't have to have the same religion to have a happy marriage or a happy relationship, but they do have to find a way to respect each other and find a way to coexist.
Sure, especially if you're talking about bringing kids into the mix eventually. Okay, let's go ahead and get to our next viewer question.
My in-laws are coming in town for the holidays. How do I get along with them?
Aha, the in-laws.
In-laws is another big one, yes. So one thing I would recommend to this particular viewer is to sit down with his wife and talk about their expectations regarding in-laws. They might want to set some boundaries. So that may mean trying to find a respect for their own family traditions along with their extended family traditions. And for this viewer, he might want to take some time to himself to recharge, set some alone time.
Sure.
Ultimately, everyone's stressed during the holidays, even his in-laws. So try not to take things too personally.
Because they're going through stuff too.
Exactly. And they're the family that raised his wife or his partner. So.
Yeah. Clearly they did something right. All right, let's go ahead and get to our next viewer question.
Hi. Quick question. I'm headed home for the holidays, and I'm single once again, but my younger sister, is in a very serious relationship. How do you recommend I deal with my family, especially my really nosy aunts, when they ask questions about why I'm alone this Christmas time?
I hope those aunts aren't watching right now because they know what you said. No.
Depending on the person, being single can be really difficult, especially during the holidays because of family always asking questions like that. What my advice to this viewer is perhaps her family is just trying to connect with her and they're not really sure what questions to ask. So when they ask questions about if she's in a relationship or not, she can direct the conversation towards things that she's proud of. Perhaps she ran a marathon this year, or maybe she's really proud about something that she's done at work.
Yeah.
Now, if they are really just being malicious and trying to find out what's wrong with her, she can just say that she's really happy and that she'll let them know when she meets the right person.
Yeah. But you're right, they may be just trying to make conversation and they don't even know what they're doing.
It's really awkward for everyone at those conversations and those gatherings, yeah.
Exactly. Okay, let's get to our next question.
I've been with my partner for 7 years. I'm hoping this Christmas that he'll propose to me, but I'm worried that he won't. How long do I have to wait for the ring?
Okay, this is a tricky one for you.
Holidays are often a make or break point for a lot of couples. It's not a mistake that we're seeing so many ring commercials right now. Couples are getting together or breaking up. So this person's been with her partner for 7 years. That's a long time.
Yeah.
It also sounds, what I'm hearing her say is that she's kind of in a place in her life where she's ready to get married or take the next step. So one thing I would do is actually ask her partner what his thoughts are in terms of that, to help her make a more educated decision. I can't tell her how long she should wait.
Sure.
Everyone has to make that decision for themselves, but timing is a big part of relationships. And if he's not in the same place that she is, then she has to decide if that's something that she's willing to wait for.
And that needs to be a conversation that they have.
Yeah,
now.
she should ask. Yeah,
absolutely. Okay, let's get to our last viewer question.
This year I will be headed home for the holidays. Assuredly, I will be running into one of my ex-girlfriends. Any advice?
Aha. Okay.
This is not uncommon.
Sure.
A lot of times people will do head home for the holidays and
Especially if you're from a small town, you know, and you go back, you're
run
gonna,
into their ex. Yeah.
Sure.
Two things for this viewer. One is, I'm not sure if he's single or not. If he's in a relationship, he should definitely casually bring up that he's in a relationship when he meets his partner, or his ex-girlfriend, just to make sure that there's no
confusion.
Yes.
Number two, make sure you look really, really good when you go home.
And unless he's willing to start something new with her, unless he's thought about it and it's like, oh yeah, we've matured and I'm ready to start something new, please don't get physically intimate with that person, and you know what I mean. It may sound like a good idea in the short term and you think it'll just be a one-time thing because you're home for the holidays, but it can really complicate things and make things really difficult.
Absolutely. Dr. Rose, thank you for being here as always.
Thanks
we really appreciate it. If you'd like to get in touch with Dr. Rose Hartzell at San Diego Sexual Medicine, all you have to do is go to our website, fox5sandiego.com. Click on that Scene on tab. Mr. Martinez, I'm going to twirl around.
Yeah, be careful on those chairs, because I know from experience they are also slippery.
Worst chair ever.
They spin and they're slippery. So just be very careful. You are pregnant and I don't want any problems. And poor Rose, yeah.